All right, up next we have Virgo rising and sun. For you guys, this Cancer full moon is happening in your 11th house, and it's got some positive energy in terms of having ideas for the future or passions and inspirations, especially because the sun is opposite this full moon in your 5th house of your creative genius. So I definitely feel like you guys might be a little bit more inspired right now than usual, but there's also some energy of anxiety, which we'll talk about. So a full moon in your 11th house can also indicate pathways of kind of your hopes and desires that you want to go down. And that's why I think there is so much excitement here. I also pulled the Uranus card. So it's like you're wanting to do something differently. You're wanting to look at things through a new lens, a new angle, pursue something unique, or add on new layers or change up the way that you're doing things. This could also affect your friendships as well, where you might want to change the way things are going in that area of your life. And I feel like it's going to be a positive full moon for everyone because it is making a beautiful sextile to Jupiter in your 9th house. So I really feel like you guys are highly encouraged, especially with this ritual card, which talks about studying something or diving further into esoteric subjects. This full moon is really encouraging you guys to maybe study something new with that sextile to Jupiter in the 9th, or to teach something new, or to learn more, like, again, around esoteric subjects to kind of further your spiritual practice, your personal development, your knowledge as a person. So a lot of these things are being encouraged for you right now. And so if you decide to take some kind of leap in that direction, it is definitely supported. But I do feel like there's some anxiety energy, which again, I'll get to in a second. This moon is also making a trine to Saturn in the 7th house. So it is trying to kind of solidify and make your relationships a little bit more stable. And I think that you might be thinking long term. And also in terms of practicality, who fits into my life moving forward? How much time do I have? How much energy can I dedicate? What do these relationships require of me? And if this is not a relationship, it could be talking about client relationships or contracts that you have, or even medical professionals if you're going through something physical. But ultimately, it's trying to help you look at this and say, how much effort do I need to put here? Do I need to grow my audience? Do I need to reach out to more friends? Do I need to, make sure that my existing friends feel like they have enough love and attention from me? You might need to kind of stabilize your relationships by putting energy and effort into that direction, or you might find that they are a natural support system for you in your time of need, because I do think you are a little anxious right now with the 9 of Swords upright. We are having Mercury, your planetary ruler, retrograde in Sagittarius, a sign it doesn't like to be in. It's hyper stimulated with Mars here, where you might feel a little bit like uppity and emotionally like agitated. You could be really inspired, but it also could not really feel fully grounded because it's also squaring Neptune in your 7th house. So you might feel like relationships are just kind of confusing, and your emotions around things are confusing, and there's a lot kind of energized within you, and that might cause a little bit of anxiety with the 9 of Swords. And I think my advice here is to not really worry, because this Mercury energy is also trining the North Node in the 8th house. So I feel like as long as you're moving towards greater self-awareness and intimacy and moving towards really having kind of confronting your own fears and your own insecurities and doubts, you'll be just fine. You'll move right through this energy because it's quite temporary. So don't get too attached to that. I think the 9 of Swords represents anxiety that's fabricated in the mind and in our subconscious or our dreams. And it's not real. It's not something that we have, real physical concerns about. And I see that especially because after that, we have the 3 of Wands, which is saying it's time to go on an adventure, take this leap, trust yourself that whatever you do decide to do, to kind of go on whatever adventure this sextile to Jupiter in the 9th house is asking you to go on, whether that's learning something new or diving into your spiritual practice or traveling, or teaching or whatever that is. It's saying to jump in wholeheartedly and be excited about it. Don't let those fears and doubts and insecurities kind of chew away at your confidence, because you can trust your instincts right now, especially with Venus in your third house. You guys are very intuitive. The moon in Cancer, it's a full moon in Cancer. We're all intuitive right now. But you guys kind of know with this High Priestess in the Sun card, you know what's best for you, and you can lean into that and not kind of get in your own head. I also think that if you need to, kind of smooth over some things in relationships, I don't necessarily know that having important conversations or making important decisions is guaranteed to succeed right now with this dysfunctional Mercury. But with Scorpio being in your third house, sextiling Neptune in the ninth, trining Neptune in the seventh. Oh my God. And sextiling Pluto in the fifth, there is a little bit of this kind of creative energy and passion and some like livelihood going on in the area of your mind and your, who you talk to. So it's kind of a good time in general to, I don't know, I have conflicting feelings. Like, it's a good time to relate with people, but it's also not the best time to have important conversations. So just hang out with the friends that you feel like you're already established with. And I think you'll find that things are running smooth like honey and are really nice. Ultimately, with Jupiter in your ninth, sextiling Saturn in the seventh, this is a time of aligning your investments in relationships and people in your life with how you're wanting to grow as a person, with your beliefs about life, with your values, your morals, your direction, your spiritual desires, how you're wanting to expand. You want to make sure that relationships match that, and that you are putting in the energy necessary to align those things and attract the right people into your life. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Virgo rising. Before you hop off, I have 3 announcements. I have 2 2024 forecasts. One is a personalized reading where you sit with me and we go by month and look at all the major transits, talk about things, plan things out. That's super in-depth if you want that, and I'll link that down below. I also have the Notion template where I list out the transits and have the energy if you want to just kind of do it yourself. And that's obviously a lot cheaper, but not personalized for you. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is that I'm still looking for 10 healers to interview that if you are in a field where you are healing body or mind and you're interested in using astrology to further help your clients in your practice. In exchange for that time for your interview, I will give you 2024 forecast. So make sure you hit me up at contact@willowsboom.com, type in healer interview in the subject, and I hope to see you guys there, and I hope you have a great Christmas. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, share with your friends, and have a beautiful day.